Yo, hello guys, let's continue the Jojo story, the Battle Tendency arc. If you're enjoying this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. Let's get started. The event takes place at 49 years later after what happened at the Phantom Blood arc. That's a very specific number. Speedwagon, yup, that guy alongside Strizo, that guy, are investigating a suspicious underground cavern in Mexico. They found it filled with masks similar to the one that Dio used in the past. But this time there is a stone dude in the middle of the masks. And Speedwagon was like, those masks are dangerous. We barely defeated Dio 39 years ago. We? What do you mean by we? You didn't do shit, man. You stood there and watched them fight. Strizo said, I want eternal youth. I want the power that Dio had. So he turned into a vampire and tucked Speedwagon into Iris. Elsewhere in New York, a tree-looking dude got his wallet stolen. And the rule in the show, tall guys means main characters. His name is Joseph Joestar, the grandson of Jonathan Joestar. Apparently Jonathan managed to knock Irina up before his death. Both Jonathan's parents are dead because it's a shonen, so tuck parents, and he's raised by his grandmother Irina. Anyway, the thief name was Smokey. Smokey got caught by two racist cops, but he got saved by Jojo. I'm just gonna call him that for now on. By using Hamoon. Yes, Jojo can use Hamoon too, just like his grandfather. And he took Smokey to his house and they became friends. Jojo, Irina, and Smokey went to eat in a restaurant, and some racist mafia man picked on Smokey. Wait a minute, what? Oh, okay, it's 1939. This makes a lot of sense. Jojo lost his shift and beat the living shift out of the racist mother tucker. Strizo showed up and he told him that he killed Speedwagon. Jojo told him that he will have his revenge and start shooting Strizo with a machine gun, beating cops, shooting in the middle of the street. It turns out jail is just a silly myth. After an intense battle, Strizo killed himself, and Speedwagon is alive, and he's being captive by the German army. Of course, who else? By an officer called Vaughn. Obviously, the German want to experiment on the Pillar Man. Yes, playing with an ancient magic, this can never go wrong. And Jojo was on his way to Mexico to save Speedwagon. In his way, Jojo got attacked by an assassin. He destroyed him and got into a military base by disguising himself as a woman and defeating the living shift out of the guards. In the base, he found the Pillar Man awakened and he's rampaging out of control. Thankfully, with the help of Jojo, they managed to beat him. But Vaughn blew himself up in the process. Jojo went to Rome to train there. He met a guy called Caesar Zappel, the grandson of Phil Zappel, and he's a womanizer. Of course, Jojo didn't like him, so he had a sparring match with him. Meanwhile, the Germans discovered that there are 3 more Pillar Men. While they're trying to subdue them using UV lights, one of them awaken and tuck them up in the Aetus. His name is Wamu. Wamu awakened his 2 masters, ECDC and Cars. Meanwhile, Jojo and the others arrived at the cave to investigate the Pillar Stones, only to find the Pillar Men already awakened. Caesar tried to fight them, but he got wrecked. Then Jojo stepped in and got his ass handed to him by Wamu. Jojo realized that the 3 are anime villains, so he suggested that they gave them a month to train. And of course, the villains took the bait and accepted his offer. However, both ECDC and Womu placed a poisonous ring inside Jojo's body that dissolved after 30 days, and the antidote are with them. The 3 went to search for the Red Stone of Aja. The training mini-arc began. Jojo and Caesar met with a woman called Lisa, who is an expert user of Hamoon. Don't get fooled by her beauty, she's a crazy bitch. And the narrator explained no one knows how she learned to use Hamoon, which explains a lot in the story. The first task was to climb the Hell Climb Pillar, and only few survived this task. And for a good reason. Jojo and Caesar were able to reach the top before they literally almost died. She assigned them with 2 of her her servant to train. 3 weeks have passed, the boys got way stronger. They met with Lisa and she showed them that she had the stone that the bad guys want. And Jojo said, let's destroy it now, which is totally the right thing to do. But Lisa is a 5000 IQ moron that remind me of George Joestar a lot, to be honest. The legend said the stone is the key to defeat the enemy. The villain would have lost right there, but no. The legend says, man. The final test in their training was to fight the two servants. Caesar fought his trainer and won. However, Jojo found his opponent dead by AC/DC. The fight began AC/DC versus Jojo. AC/DC's ability is to burn people with his blood. And he was like, you're never gonna beat me. And Jojo was like, tuck you bitch, and whooped that ass. And took the first antidote. Speaking of ass, Jojo wanted to take a peek on Lisa while she was bathing, which is way more tucked up than you think. I will explain why later. He found that AC/DC is not dead yet, and he possessed the maid Suzy Q, stole the stone and sent it away to Cars. With the help of Jojo and Caesar using their Hamoon, they managed to get AC/DC out. Then he died by the sun. Using Hamoon hypnosis on Suzy Q, Lisa was able to locate where the stone is heading. It's heading to Switzerland. Jojo, Caesar and Lisa decided to go there for the stone before it gets to Cars. In their way, they met the German and they took the stone for research. Cars arrived at the German's camp. He started playing Mortal Kombat, slicing and dicing the soldiers until he got stopped by Vaughn. Yeah, he's still alive. However, most of his body turned into a machine. Cars started fighting with Vaughn. As a result of their fight, the stone slipped into the snow. So Jojo and Cars played Mario Kart, who can get the stone first. And good thing Jojo outsmarted the dumbass. With the help of Caesar, they took the stone and sent him through the cliff. The good guys found that the bad guys are hiding in an old hotel. Caesar had a 9000 IQ moment and decided to go alone. Everyone has one of these moments in this show. Lisa explained Caesar's past to Jojo and how his father died protecting him from the pillar stone. The expected event is Caesar getting his ass stuck so hard that he can't recover. And what do you know? That is exactly what happened. He faced Wamu and Wamu managed to beat him. However, before his death, Caesar took the ring that contained the antidote for Jojo's poison, and out of his respect for him, Wamu didn't take the ring back. Jojo and Lisa arrived at the hotel to find Caesar dead. And instead of taking the antidote, Jojo decided not to do it until Wamu is down. Way to go, man. I mean, he's just sacrificed his life to give it to you. And Lisa decided that seeing things is overrated. Jojo and Lisa faced Cars and Wamu, and to their surprise, there was 100 vampire turned by the bad guys waiting for them. Lisa said that she will destroy the stone if they didn't fight one-on-one. Cars agrees on the one-on-one idea, so they went into a Colosseum-esque arena. Jojo faced Wamu first on a wagon led by 2 vampiric horses that can be controlled by Hamoon. And how Jojo was able to ride the wagon, I have no idea. Not only that, he defeated Wamu. Score, I guess. After that, Lisa fought against Cars, and Cars won by cheating and replacing himself with a clone, which makes you wonder, since he's an asshole, why didn't he do this in the first place? I think his arrogance faded when he saw his allies defeated, and he was respecting Wamu's wishes. The Germans arrived for the save, What the Tuck Man, alongside Smokey and Speedwagon. They burned the vampires with UV weapons, and the only one left is Cars, holding Lisa as a hostage. And by the way, Lisa is Jojo's mother. She was the kid that survived at the ship explosion 50 years ago, and raised by Irina and married her son, that died in the war. Man, the Joestar can't get a break. Yeah, now you understand why Jojo peeking on her earlier was so disgusting. She is his mother, man, and she is 50 years old, but way too good looking 50 years old. Jojo saved his mom at the gym Germans shot the UV light at Cars, but they got baited because Cars was wearing the mask with the red stone. So instead of destroying him, the UV light was the catalyst for his transformation to the quote-unquote ultimate being. Anyway, Cars can do all kind of different shifts right now, and they show the whole backstory on Cars' past. And the worst part is, he can't be affected by the sun anymore. He started wrecking everyone's shift. Jojo took a plane. Yeah, he can drive a plane too, and distracted him. And the only reason Cars followed him is because you're the main character, so I'm gonna tuck you up. Jojo decided to bait Cars into the volcano, and he was able to do that with the help of Vaughn, the German officer. Sadly, Cars survived and ripped Jojo's arm, though the volcano erupted due to their fight and sent Jojo and Cars to the stratosphere. Cars turned to stone in space and stayed floating, wishing for his death in the endless emptiness. Everyone thought Jojo is dead, so they decided to make a funeral for him. And what do you know, Jojo is still alive for now. Wink wink foreshadowing. He got saved by Bon and replaced his arm with a mechanical one, and got married to Suzy Q. Everyone lived happy for a while, and the arc ended with an old Joseph in the airport heading to visit his daughter in Japan. Let's end it here. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching.